Hey everyone, Purple. Just wanted to come on and say hello. So today I think I'm going to talk about my visit with my, um, she's a dietitian and a nutritionist. I was prepared to fight, okay, because um, I'm not doing the 45 carbs that they recommend per meal. It runs my sugar up. And I know how my body feels. And she's not just a dietitian slash nutritionist. She is the one that takes care of the dietary part of people who are going to do the bariatric surgery. It's through the bariatric clinic here in town, and it's actually a free service. So if you need the extra help, call around in your area to the diabetic, excuse me, to the bariatric surgery centers and hospitals. Um, it's a possibility that you could get one. And she's sending me like information through the email, and now I can email her. I can call her if I have questions. Um, I can reschedule appointments just to kind of catch up and go over things. But the reason I done this was because there for a while I was having a lot of issues. Like I brought everything down to normal. Then my body went out of whack and I had no iron. So I was getting iron infusions. And then I went into before that I had a 6 month stall on my weight loss. Pardon me. Um, and now I have an autoimmune, and I don't know what that looks like yet because we still have to get me into a rheumatologist. So, my endocrinologist ordered me the Freestyle Light 3 Libre 3. And of course, my phone's not compatible with the app. So I get to pick up my reader today. And so today or tomorrow, I will be demonstrating putting it on the whole 9 yards. Just, in case somebody needs the extra help. Um, and of course, I am no doctor or nurse, and you should always check with your own doctor and nurse and the medical professionals. Um, but I told her how recently I had been eating because I've been trying to eat a little bit better. There was a time when I was lucky if I got 800 to 1,000 calories. That's what put me into the 6 month stall. So I give up using my Baritastic app, which is free. You can get it off your Play Store on your phone. But I give up using that because I got discouraged. I'm going to go back to using it. She thinks it's a good idea. I told her basically what I have throughout a day to eat. And she said that she wanted me to always try to get 1,200 calories, but that I was doing roughly 14 to 1,600. Yay! But how I eat was perfect. And she didn't even grumble when she heard that I was doing all the protein. She was like, yes, that is right on spot for you. Um, she recommends 35 to 45 carbs per meal and 15 for a snack. So we're looking at like 140 roughly in a day. And yeah, she said that's about right. And I said, no, not for me. It ran my sugar totally out of whack. And so she said, for me, since I'm doing smaller meals and I do at least 5 a day, to do 15. So we're going to try that. I will try to touch base later and do like, a little update on how that's working. Um, Let me write that down so I don't forget. Okay. And, but she said, overall speaking, it sounded like I was doing really good, and that the only thing that I wasn't being so good about was the carbs, and that I needed to do at least the 15 or I was going to put myself in a stall again. And I said, oh, I don't want that. So I am going to try really hard to up my carbs to 15 a meal, and see how that works. And believe it or not, I was shocked. A serving of berries is a half cup. That's not so shocking. But I told her I like strawberries. And she says, well, with strawberries, a serving's a cup. A whole cup. What? I guess I should have asked her if that was with them being whole or being cut up. Good question. I'm going to have to take a mental note of that and ask her next time. But I love berries. I love, excuse me, strawberries. So that's right up my alley. And that, she goes, and that may be how you have to get your carbs in, since you like fruit. Because I told her, I said, I won't do potatoes or corn. And so she's like, well, since you like fruit, let's try to bring your carbs up through that, because that is a healthy carb compared to chips and, all that junk that you can eat, like muffins and stuff like that. So, overall speaking, I think my appointment with my dietitian / nutritionist went really well. She's like, at least do 1,200 calories a day, but 14 to 16 would be perfect. And according to what I ate yesterday, I got in the 14 to 1,600 calories. I was kind of shocked. And that wasn't so bad. I was full. I wasn't stuffed. And that's typically how I've been eating lately. So kudos to me. Let me pat myself on the back, because I thought I was doing horrible. But she said, once I know what autoimmune I have, she can probably help me, like, if there's better choices of food to eat to help out with those, with whatever that is. So I liked Miss Emily, and I do think that in the future, I am definitely going to be keeping up with her and kind of staying update on everything. And I'm going to start really logging my food again and all that, just so I can see if there's an improvement. I even told her as I ducked my head, I'm like, yeah, and I keep high protein trail mix. And, I told her I eat it a couple of times a day, most days. Or I'll, either just 5 or 6 nuts, 5 or 6 dried pieces of fruit, and just eat it in between meals as a snack, or I'll throw it in my yogurt and make me an ice cream. And she's like, yeah, so, because all it is, I would much rather, I think, have the ones with the M&Ms and the peanut butter chocolate little chips, because those two would be right up my alley. Well, prior to Manjaro, it would have been right up my alley, but I just made a choice not to do those. And yes, I pay a couple dollars more per bag buying the high protein, but I feel like it's probably a healthier choice for me. Um, so I am very, very tickled. I feel like for once, this is why I'm losing weight normally. Not every week, not every day, but I am steadily, slowly losing the inches and the weight, and I wasn't in the past. And it's because I'm getting the things I need. And she said, and it'll work even better once I get a little more carbs in. So I will this time listen to her and do what she says. Um, and I am going to track everything. And having the Freestyle Libre, once I get it on, then I'll be able to track the carbs that way. And I'm just going to see. I'm going to see, and if it doesn't run my sugar up, I will figure out how to eat a few more carbs. Um, I love this journey. I don't even mind that it's going to be a lifetime journey. And the thing is I hated thinking of dieting for a week. If I was lucky, I made it a week or two and then I would give up. I love this journey. And do you know why I think I love this journey so much? Because my husband's on board, my best friends are on board. I have made phenomenal friends on YouTube and TikTok who are on the same journey. And we encourage each other and we show love to each other. And we're there when somebody needs to cry, and we're there when somebody needs a hug, a phone call, whatever that looks like, we're there for it. And they're genuine as the day is long. And for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm finally doing something right. And better yet, I'm doing something for me. Okay? I'm good at helping other people. I'm good at picking people up and showing them kindness and love. I'm not so good at doing that for myself. And I'm sure by now y'all have figured out, if you're on this journey, that you have to show yourself so much more love and the whole kit and caboodle, compared to what you would even have to show the person on the other side of that app, or a friend, because you're so much harder on yourself than you are on others. And there's no reason to be. Listen, the more you stress over this stuff, the harder it's going to be. The more stalls you're going to hit, the more belly fat you're going to get. Just get up every day and look at it as your first day. And tell yourself, today it's going to be one meal at a time. I get up and I do a Profi this size every day. And I told her what I drink, the powder, the pea protein, it's vegan, it's gluten free, it's dairy free, the whole 9 yards. Like, there's nothing in it, and it's made from pea protein. And she said that was the best one in her opinion, and that she had no issues with me doing that. And she even told me, now listen, I'm telling you this because I'm excited for me. I am not telling you this so you run out and do it. Please always check with your doctor and your nutritionist, okay? But for me, let's say when I was going through the infusions, I would leave the cancer center. By the time I got home, I was down for the count, and it lasted a couple of days, okay? And on those days, if I was lucky, I'd get a protein down. Um, I couldn't hardly eat, and that was keeping me in a stall. So I asked her, for future reference, what should me personally, do, you knowing my medical history? And she said that, listen, if you have days like that, drink your Profies, drink your water, drink your protein drinks. She said, because it's important to keep your carbs and your protein going, and your calories. And she said, as long as you do that, you're going to do good. And I said, okay. So she goes, now, I'm not saying do it every day, but if that's what you have to do, then do it. So I'm tickled to death because I went in with my boxing gloves on, guys. I was like, if she tells me I'm eating 45 carbs, she's not willing to work with me and talk to me and compromise with me. And I felt like 15 carbs a meal was a compromise. Okay, so that's why I'm willing to do it. But if she'd have been like the last one and said, oh no, 45 carbs a meal, 15, and 140, whatever a day, I would have like lost my shit on her. I promise you, I would have. I went in with a fight, ready to fight. And the lady was absolutely wonderful. So again, for me, it's a free service. It's not even billed to my insurance. So if anyone is needing the extra help and maybe can't afford it, or their insurance doesn't cover it, call around. Call around to your hospitals and check the bariatric sites. Um, because 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to find something that you'll be able to personally use that's free to help you. you know, um, just don't give up. Don't give up. There are too many of us out here on this journey. We will help you. We will, we're not doctors, so we can't help you medically speaking, but we can love bomb you. We can call you and sit on the phone with you. There are so many things we can do just to show support. Okay. And I'm like this, listen, if they've got AA and NA, why not JA? Journey Anonymous. Or in my case, we're going to call it PA, Purple's Anonymous. Okay, so if anybody needs the PA, I am here. Okay, and I will do anything I can. And if you need me to help you look up resources, anything in your area that you can talk to your doctor about and maybe see if they would benefit you, I will be more than happy to do that. Okay. We just have to remember that we're human. We're going to make mistakes, and nobody, until the person looking at you, judging you, can prove they're perfect, they have no right to judge you. Okay? Don't let them do that. And just know that you are loved. I love you. It doesn't matter if I know you or not. Okay? I can still love a person I don't know. So I'm going to say goodbye. I will definitely be doing more videos more often. Okay. And I just want you to remember something, guys. Just be the best badass that you can be. Okay. Mwah. Love to you.